Welcome back to today's video. Complete skylines. In today's video, we're going to be building a new football stadium and also a new amusement park for our city. So over in this area, this was where I logically was going to expand, and so this will finish off pretty much the entire left side of the inside of the highway of our city. And so this whole area is just going to be parking. It's just two parking decks, and I put in a parking lot, and then just this way people weren't constantly going across the road through crosswalks, I just put in a pedestrian bridge over the street here, and just will help make traffic flow a whole lot better. And then this also has a bridge going over the highway, so it gives an extra highway connection, or not highway connection, but a way to get over the highway for future expansion in our city. But with our amusement park, I placed on the main gate, and then I started the fence off for it, and then I also started adding in some of the initial stuff for it, and getting ready with paths and stuff for some rides and other stuff, and tried to just see where some stuff fit, and what would look nice in spot. And so I just did that, and then I slowly worked my way around and got everything in. And as I continued expanding outwards, I obviously expanded the zone for it. I wanted to fit in every ride that's in the game in here, so I just put that in and also continued the fence, and I tried to keep it to where it was either following the very border of the amusement park or the border of the street here, like here, where you can't really fit anything in here. So I just decided to put trees in here and just had the border fence go along the edge. And I did have some problems with the path here connecting to the street, but I just tore in the path and just messed around with it. And then I added in piggy train, Ferris wheel, and just continued adding on to this whole area until I got to the big attractions like our log flume and the roller coaster, which I'll talk a bit more about in the future. Originally, I was going to have this roller coaster here. I was going to put it up near the road, since you would see it as you come along here, but this spot right here fit perfectly for it, so I just put it in here just because of how the station building and all that stuff sits in terms of with the path. And so I put it in here, and then just had it to where it just kind of had its own little block separated away from the park, kind of. Same with the log flume, just so it isn't as separate from the park like the coaster is. And then I continued adding in services like restrooms, cafes, just places to eat, different services like that, and also souvenir shops. And then I also added in some more carnival games. But I made sure it all looked nice. I added in trees just to help clean up the whole space and bring it all together. And in my opinion, it definitely is a really nice looking park. And then I got to work on the football stadium. And then I started running into a problem with traffic here, so I added in a bus line, so now people from our city that are coming to this, they can just get to this bus stop over here by train, by bus, doesn't really matter. and then they can just take a bus into here. And then this bus route will also go around this entire whole area here, and this space is just like our big entertainment center. So I pretty much just had to go to our amusement park, some commercial stuff that's in the back, our football stadium, the Mall of Marvels, and also into, I know I didn't want to put any bus lines into the intercity station, but I also put one in there just to give some better access to all these stuff, because this is very much tourism attractions here. These would be the big ones. So I want to have direct connections into intercity services, and that gives me access to them by putting it into an intercity bus hub. But I started work on the football stadium, put in a parking lot for it up front, and then I put it in the stadium behind. And then I just also put some more parking decks in, also added in some more roads just for better access, and made sure everything looked all nice and cleaned up.
Invincible.
And then to continue expanding onto this tourism area, I added an arch, and this is just a business arch. And I did need to move this road over one tile, but it's fine. It fit in nicely. I was going to put another road behind it, but it didn't end up working out. And then I tried doing the, or I didn't try, but I put in concrete aprons below the overpass, just in this way to help come together. And then I put in pipes, connected the football stadium up with our bus line, and also made sure it all looked nice with trees and stuff. And then I started to get to work on what will be our next project of the video, which is our commercial area. And so this will just be commercial. It'll be some of the shopping district theme buildings, and then also some just the generic ones. It'll be a mix of them, but I put that in here, and then I just did a simple grid, and then I just put a service road along where the highway is, and just one that all to be good, just to that, or I did that just to maximize space usage, and because we were running out of space over here, so I wanted to use as much as I could. But that's what I did, and then I started putting in zoning and got districts and all that set up after. And then to finish up the area, I just put in paths in spots that were open in terms of with the zoning. I put in paths there, and then I also just put in some zones just to square off the area. Made sure everything had piping and all that services. And then I put it in our bus line. Come back here. Made sure the bus line was doing all well with that. And then I pretty much just finished off the last couple things with the bus line, like finally deciding to put a stop in our inner city hub. And so now that there's a stop there, it will allow for quicker access to that. But here is the final product. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, make sure to like, subscribe, and see you next one. Bye!